Hello, friends. Welcome again to Leap interview series. And today we have a woman empowerment um, ideal or an inspiration. And let's hear it from her. Professor, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, Sachin. It's really a pleasure and privilege to be a part of this interview series by Leap, London School of Digital Business. Uh, I'm Professor Upadhyay. I'm a Vice-Chancellor with Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar State Open University, Gujarat. I'm a professor of English. I've been a director of School of Humanities and Social Sciences also here. I've been a classical dancer and choreographer too.
Wow.
Yes, with a national level trekker also, state level swimming champion also. In NCC, I was a cadet captain. So I've been a passionate reader and I'm in the profession of teaching by choice, not by chance. So, and yes, education is a passion for me. Would love, I'm a passionate dancer, choreographer, reader. So this is, here I am.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. So, how long you been in the education industry now?
I don't know whether, should we call education to be an industry or not? I don't know. I might not get convinced because
Well,
I
I mean, in this profession, well, education as
yes,
a profession.
yes, it's a noble profession, and I really wish it to be forever. So I have been in the field of education more than 25 years. It's nearly 3 decades. I've been in this field. So yes, more than 25 years. I started my career in 1998 as an assistant professor lecturer. And today here I am. I worked with as a director also. I was in charge registrar also. So more than 25 years journey it is.
Fantastic. Well, as a vice chancellor, you are pretty much running the university. In the context of commercial world, you're the CEO. So let's try and understand a little bit more about the institution that you run.
Yes, I worked with, in the field of education, I worked with conventional university also for quite a long time. More than a decade, I worked with a conventional university. Around 12 to 15 years back, I joined Open University. So ours is a state open university, open distance learning like Open University UK. We are state open university and we have been running certificate, diploma, UG, PG, PhD research programs. We have been running those programs. And we have more than 300 learner support centers across Gujarat, more than 10 regional centers across Gujarat. And in India, NAAC accreditation, that's the highest accreditation for any higher educational institute. We are the only state university in Gujarat, and we are the only state open university across India with NAAC A++ accreditation. That's the highest accreditation.
Wow,
And
wow.
yes, thank you. National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. We are third state open universities in the whole nation, Bharat. So as a university, doing quite well, putting all our efforts to reach to every doorstep, to take education to every doorstep.
Fantastic. Well, we would like to know what magical one you have used to make this university, this institution, A double plus, that the highest rating to achieve that kind of a rating.
Most of the educational institution will do certain things. That's what we have done. For example, having the feedback from the learners or would-be learners, what are their choices for what kind of courses they want, a certificate, diploma, kind of a survey, then launching those programs, introducing many certificate, diploma, UG, PG and everything. We have done that. But some very off-beat things that also we did. One of them was that when it comes to open university or open distance learning, it is reaching to unreached.
Right.
Education for all. We are working with that motto of education for all. The university should have a kind of a platter that everybody finds something for him or her. Education is not just bread and butter. It's not just for livelihood. In India, it is said that education should be first muktakari. That even J. Krishnamurti said that true education liberates oneself. So that liberation was there. There should be there. Then it should be it should be yuktakari. That should make an individual appropriate, good human being. And third, it is placement or livelihood. No doubt, these things are important. So we focused not only on education for livelihood, with that we focused on education for making a good human being also. We have certain very offbeat courses like course on happiness, also course on classical dance, and choice-based credit system. In earlier conventional system, it was so that a student of maybe science, computer science or commerce cannot opt for subjects related to performing arts, literature and everything. But
Right.
during my tenure, I focused on that either the knowledge or we may take up an individual is never a physicist or maybe we are mixture of so many emotions, passion, likings, disliking and everything. So maybe a scientist can be a very good singer also and guitarist also. So at the
Right.
same way, the learner should have equal opportunity to learn physics also, computer science also, literature also, performing arts also. So I focused on a kind of a platter that choice-based credit system should be there. Even
Wow.
National Education Policy 2020 also focuses on that. And Sachinji, you would be very happy to know that the best thing that in my tenure what we did is establishing 2 centers.
Wow.
That's one is Gargi Center for the Holistic Development of Women. Under that center, we've been working, we have been providing research grant to researchers, book writers who research and write about the women issue, the policy schemes for women, whether there's reaching for them, what are the expectations of common women, tribal women, women at the periphery. So making them more independent, economically independent, bringing them in the mainstream, special courses for them, special centers for them. So this is one initiative. And second initiative, that's Atri Special Learner Center, which works for transgenders, sex workers, HIV positive, jail inmates and disabled. And I would say as a team, we have worked miraculously in that field since 5 years. And the national and international awards also we have bagged for our work in that field. So
That's
this is
really amazing. That's really amazing. I think with these 2 centers, you have actually touched upon the 2 gaps, if you like, in the society where education needs to reach, and you have reached out with your programs. That's amazing. And well, that tells us why institution would get that kind of a recognition. And well, I think ranking is just probably just a symbol of confirmation, but I think it's the process that is very, very important. And
yes.
so I think while you are doing these centers and you have, so in terms of open university, and especially your open university, when you say distance learning, is it live classrooms online, or are there recorded classrooms or sessions as well?
When we talk about the student-centric approach and student flexibility, we give all the options. For example, we have our YouTube channel, BAOU YouTube channel, where all pre-recorded content is available. Second, we have Swadhyay TV, Swadhyay Radio. So there also students can go, opt, and they can listen. We have 24/7 our own Hello BAOU community radio, where every content is available. Live sessions are also available, and pre-recorded also content is available. At every learner support center, 300 plus learner support center, there will be counseling sessions where the students will go and the faculties would be counseling them. So we try various, even the UGC Ministry's Swayam platform, our courses are available on that also. And with NAAC A Plus, our university is allowed to offer online courses. So we have been offering online courses and online programs through which we can go to any corner of the world now. So we have focused on internationalization of education also. We signed MoU with other state universities, other national universities, international universities, universities from the other countries also. And we have Indian diaspora also there. So we work on that also. So there are various ways we try to reach to the learners.
Wow, fantastic. So when you say you are because you are not NAAC A double plus, you are able to offer online courses. You mean they are certificate as well as degrees as well?
Yes, they are certificate, degree, diploma, all courses being NAAC A double plus or first 100 NIRF institutes as per UGC norms, they can offer online programs.
Right. So working professionals, women, they can probably do MBAs online,
Yes,
completely online.
yes. We have MBA, MCA, cyber law, cyber security, masters in English, masters in Sanskrit, all kind of courses we offer across the globe.
Fantastic. So, as we say, backbone of every institution is the members who work there, right? We can obviously see a fantastic leader in you, but along with that, I think I'm sure you will have a very highly powerful and energetic team as well. So, how do you ensure that the faculties who are at different centers and who are centrally doing things, how are they upskilled? How do they get up to the level where you want them to be?
Yes, dear. My experience in various fields, for example, I've been a classical dancer. So as a classical dancer on stage, one might have practiced a lot, but it's a live performances. So I know that every time a dancer should be 100% attentive, a second here and there, then the tempo, that laya, tal, everything that get disturbed. So I know. So as a leader, I know that every time a leader has to be very attentive. No doubt, I have a wonderful team, very small team, but wonderful team in everywhere. Second, discipline, self-discipline is very important. For example, I am a leader. I would not be late by a minute, not a second. I would be always before 15, 20 minutes is my office. So the whole university, everybody observes that, okay, madam is, or Vice-Chancellor is before time and she never leaves before time. So that setting an example, that helps a lot. Second, trying to know the whole system, maybe very root level issues to the highest level problems. When we get involved with the assessment, examination, material, self-learning material development, material dispatch, administration, tenders, everything, I think the involvement plays very vital role. And capacity building, I feel it's very important to know the best practices, what the rest of the very good universities are doing, sharing that, and continuously communication with my team. That helps me a lot to reach to my journey of milestones, because I'm convinced that A double plus or NIRF, that's not the milestone. These are all part of journey. There are many more to be achieved.
Fantastic. Well, specifically talking about the knowledge levels of the faculties, because technology, advancements in every subject, every field, things are changing every now and then. How do you ensure your faculty's knowledge is up to speed?
Yes, we have made certain, when it comes to career advancement or their feedback, when they annual reports they submit, how many orientation, refresher courses they've attended, they've gone. We sponsor also, we encourage also. We encourage state level, national level, international conferences attending, the publication, not only the Scopus Index publication, and those we reward them also with certain amount of monetary benefits and everything. So we focus a lot on research output. At the same time, at a university also, for example, national level orientation programs, faculty development programs, we organize. And then, faculties from universities like Delhi University, JNU or BHU, we invite faculties to attend those faculty development programs, and we invite wonderful resources to train our faculties. So we do ensure all these things.
Wow, fantastic. Well, one of the challenges, it's not a challenge, but it's a question. For an open university, because this is all distance learning, there is no campus as such. So, will there be campus placements, or is there any, well, is there a focus on placements or not much?
And there is focus on placement. There is, because with the changing time, the scenario has changed a lot. Many times I say that in India, I mean, you might be a little familiar with Indian culture also. Eklavya is known as the first open distance learning student, Here placement plays not that great or vital role, because most of the time students are already placed.
Okay.
Because they are, even we have IAS officers also as our students and everything, some CEO of certain companies. So for the upgradation of the knowledge, or sometimes recognizing prior learning, that's a person knows and wants to have degree, that I know I have experience of these many years, I simply know want a degree. So they join it. But at the same time, we have a huge chunk who would like to study, earn certain degrees to have higher positions or promotions. So not exactly placement, but yes, for promotions, they'll be there. Placement activities regularly take place in open universities, but comparatively, the students are not mad after placement,
Right.
because most of them are already working. And Sachinji, here I would add one more component that I said, recognizing prior learning. With National Education Policy 2020, there's a focus on recognizing prior learning also, with multidisciplinary education. Like there are in market also, in society, there are so many people who have a lot of skill-based knowledge, practical knowledge, working in the same field for quite a long time. For example, certain artists are there, artisan are there, some people with simply graduate, but they have knowledge of, have worked with certain wonderful multinational companies on certain higher position. But assessing them, it's not asking them to get admission, then passing through the training and assessment, directly assessment and recognizing prior learning, they're awarded with certificate, diploma or degree. That also we have been doing.
Wow, that's really amazing, because that just means that somebody does not have to go through that traditional process just to get a degree. If you have the
Yes.
knowledge, you go for the kind of an assessment and you get the degree, which is a very motivating factor, because then it helps them in their job, because they have only got the experience and not the degree, and they could
Yes.
claim the title they deserve.
Yes. And with National Education Policy 2020, UGC also has made certain wonderful changes. And one of them is that if a student is capable enough to complete program in 2 years or 3 years program, would be awarded degree faster. And at the same time, a learner feels that I would like to have 3 years program to complete in 4 years. That flexibility is also approved now. So a lot of student-centric education now.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. As we say in industry, customer-centric approach, right? That's
Yes.
exactly is being followed. I can see at your university under your leadership, which is quite rare to see. I think lots of boundaries are there, which we have built ourselves, and we feel, oh, this is how it has to be. But looking at you, I think this interview will probably inspire a lot of people to think differently and say, well, those boundaries I have created, the education can go beyond those boundaries and actually recognize the needs of the students, needs of today's era, and then change the course. In terms of course, I mean the path according
Yes.
to the students. If they want to take more subjects, if they want to take different subjects, as you said, it's credit based. So you want to, 1 year you feel that I want to learn a little bit more about arts, while I have been a student of computer science. Well, you're free to do that, you can explore. So
Yes.
we create multidisciplinary approach in learning. That means the students are more ready and understand different parts of industry, not just their domain. And these fast track degrees, which means, if you are in a profession already, you have the experience and the knowledge, all you needed was a degree to confirm that. That is also possible. I think you have opened up eyes for so many who probably don't know these options exist. And well, internationalization is definitely something your university is considering and should consider. In my opinion, this will help a lot. This approach, in fact, right, will help a lot of students across the world who are still stuck in the traditional approach. And sometimes they can't even afford. They can't afford fees sometimes. They can't afford time sometimes. And
Yes.
your university has solved both the problems. And
Yes.
I think this university is pretty much ready to become an international hub for the people to become educated. I won't talk about jobs and employability, because I think you have kind of upgraded the definition of education. So I'll just say, if they want to get educated, that
Yes.
if there is a will, here is
Yes.
the.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much for your time. Any last words, any advice you want to give to the students of today's era?
I would say that learning is a beautiful process. It should continue till the end of our life. And lifelong learning is the way to live a life. So live the life, keep on learning. Existence proves itself. I know there are people who simply exist and there are people who live. People who live because they learn. So let us learn to live. No, we are not here to learn just to exist. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.